Kia ora koutou katoa. Welcome to Biol 803, Introduction to Medicinal Cannabis. My name is Dr. Ali Saifuddin. I'm an associate professor in biological engineering and drug delivery at the School of Science, Faculty of Health and Environmental Sciences at Auckland University of Technology. And I'll be your lecturer leading this course during this semester for you. I'm a pharmacist by training, and since my early days of education, I developed a keen interest in the role of natural compounds in medicine and also in biomedical applications. This particular course that I sometimes refer to it as Medicinal Cannabis 101 takes you through a journey of everything concerned with medicinal cannabis. So this course basically enables you to gain a general training on all the steps involved in the production and development of medicinal cannabis products. That will start with a bit of kororo about the history of medicinal cannabis, history of cannabis use and application in human civilizations, its prohibition and legalization. We'll talk about legislation of medicinal cannabis in New Zealand, and then we'll talk about the pharmacology of the plants to bring you and present to you the latest clinical evidence around the use of medicinal cannabis in the management of various ailments and diseases and disorders. We'll then do a little bit of chemistry around medicinal cannabis, particularly around the structure and properties of cannabinoids and terpenes, because those physicochemical properties are important when we talk about further processing of cannabis. So when we talk about extraction, isolation, and purification, those physicochemical properties are quite important to understand. We'll talk about the cultivation. That seems to be a lot of people's favorite lecture or topic. It's amazing working with the plants, and I'll talk to you about indoor and outdoor cultivation with regards to medicinal cannabis. We'll then talk about extraction. So we'll analyze and present the most routinely used extraction techniques in the industry, but also provide you with newer technologies that may someday replace or find application in the medicinal cannabis industry. In that sense, we'll also introduce, how we can make. We'll talk about how these newer technologies can make the industry, more sustainable going forward. So after extraction and isolation, purification, we'll also talk about the latest technologies in the field, and then dive into talking about formulation and product design when it comes to medicinal cannabis. So we'll present what are the routinely used dosage forms available, and then provide a path for future as to what is possible with medicinal cannabis. So overall, this course will give you enough skills and training for you to be able to consider a career in medicinal cannabis industry, or equip you with the most essential knowledge for you to determine whether or not you want to continue and do a postgraduate degree with a research component on medicinal cannabis. So that could be a master degree, it could be your honors degree, or if you're really keen, a PhD degree. All right, so with that, I look forward to meeting you and delivering this course for you. For your information, this course is predominantly offered online, so all the lectures will be online, just so that we can enable and host students who are outside of Auckland as well. But if you are in Auckland, and if you're willing to travel to Auckland, we will also organize in-person events, so that we can come together as a group, meet each other, and use our ideas and share our ideas and vision together. That's all from me. Thank you. Kia ora, and keep well, and I look forward to meeting you soon.